Today we are going to look at FCS fermentation. We'll give you an overview in this video, and in another video we'll show you how to set it up. If you want all bells and whistles, the original FCS fermentation hardware is the way to go. It has power input, 4 relays, connection to the external relay with current measurement, 5 CAN bus ports and 2 temperature ports. And we can also, if we need more CAN bus ports, we'll make an expansion module, and the possibilities are endless. What's nice about the original one is that the display is smaller. It's just a single cable to the I/O module, and it's very compact and makes your setup nice and neat. FCS1 is a compact setup. It has 2 CAN bus ports and 2 outputs. You can run it on with a density sensor and a pressure sensor, and maybe gas output and cooling. FCS1 AC is a nice choice if you use a fermentation chamber or something else that requires AC for the relays. There's a lot of sensors and actuators for FCS fermentation. We have PT1000 temperature sensors, various fittings, lengths, probes and threads, a lot of different options. We have pressure sensors, threaded ones, tri-clamped ones, and assemblies with the airlocks. This is the normal setup that's included in the starter kits. For larger tanks, we have 1.5 inch sensors, and you can use a tube to a bucket for an airlock. We have level sensors, radar-based, 1.5 inch and 34 millimeter. Put it on top of the tank and you can see the volume in the tank, especially useful during kegging or bottling or canning. We have a density sensor, which measures the density in the liquid. Also measures temperature, so if you have this one, you don't need the temperature sensor. This is based on tuning fork technology. We have an agitator, which sits on the top of the tank with a magnetic drive. This has proven to be helpful in utilizing hops and also keeping the temperature even in the tank. It can also be run manually without FCS if you need it for a biotech purpose or something else. So just connect the power supply to this one and you can start and stop it from the base. We have various heating elements to use with the relay module, which can control temperature in the tank if you use quake or something else that needs higher temperatures. These come in a lot of different shapes and sizes as well. For cooling, we offer a number of different solenoids, and we also have a submersible pump. You can also use the tiny relay module, which enables you to connect any existing solenoids, AC, DC, whatever you have. This is a fully set up FCS fermentation system on an F80 Unitank Lite. As you can see, it has a lot of sensors connected. We have a level sensor, an agitator, pressure sensor, pressure out solenoid, pressure in solenoid, a density sensor and heating element. So it's all a fully set up kit. And with FCS fermentation, you can do a fermentation profile where you can set temperature, pressure and time per step, and you can enable or disable gas input for each step. So you can add a step for 25 degrees for 5 days, for example. And you can enable pressure input for this step because the primary fermentation is over. It's all up to you. You can set a cold crash for 3 degrees at 2 bars. And it will just go on until you empty the tank, and you want to enable gas input on cold crash. Then you can get a summary of the profile and you can start fermenting. And this tank has some pressure in it because we're simulating it, we're testing it. So it will now reduce the pressure to 0 bar because that's the first step in the process. You can calibrate the density sensor. Now it's water in the tank, so you set it to 1 SG. Enable calibration, and it will calibrate the sensor. You can see we have 35 liters of water in the tank. And you can see AC and DC measurements because now the target temperature is 18 degrees and the heating element is turned on. and you can see everything on the display. You can switch between different modes depending on what you have connected and what you want to see. And you can also pause the process, turn on and test the different relays, see what devices are connected. And you have access to some quick settings like screen dimming and cooling thresholds, and a feature to allow gas in. There are a number of different ways to get started with FCS fermentation. You can use the configurator. You can get a starter kit, which includes the most recommended parts. Or you can pick and choose whatever parts you need from the shop, or you can contact a reseller to get help with setting it up. So that's a quick overview of FCS fermentation. A lot of options, a lot of possibilities, and check out the website for more information.